isn't happening. Like, you can't do this. It didn't click to me. It feels like a dream. Like, I was really like telling him, I was like, you cannot propose to me at someone else's wedding. Like, get up.
Naturally, in my business, I get married every weekend, so I get to know every client, and I get to see how I always ask these random questions. How long before they proposed, and how did he propose?
I want to get married on the Amalfi Coast.
Because we've been there before. Signs you found the woman you should make your wife. So lame. What if this was written about us?
Down the beach?
For a proposal?
No.
For marriage.
For a proposal, I would take the shower. I would take freaking our living.
To me, I guess I got jaded from so much of that. I was like, I want to make this a little bit easier in a way, and unfortunately, because of the business I'm in. Well, that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to make some calls and see what the fuck I can do. That's too cliche. What I'm saying is, during the first dance, now I got to tell her dad, I got to tell her parents. I guess the reason for my call is obviously we have a family going on, and I think I'm about to take the next step, and I just want to ask permission, for me to take, take your daughter's hand in marriage.
All right, well that's great. I'm glad you called. I'm so honored. You got a wonderful family going on. Wonderful, man.
So I thought about this in November. I never really executed this until last week. I did a text blast for about 80 people. And a lot of them couldn't make it, but I wasn't so concerned about the 80 people. I was concerned about just having at least a good handful of people there just to replicate a wedding. The hardest part was to divide the guest list. A lot of my familiar faces that she would know, her family for instance, had to be in a separate room, which was in this room, the bridal suite, so they can overlook what's happening. So there was about 20 people up here. Downstairs, we had a good 20 people, but 10 of them were George's family. Friends, they had to be here for 12 o'clock because at 12:30 we're going to be here, and we got to just kind of mingle, get to know. The grooms played a great part. They were nervous as hell.
Oh my God.
I had to plant the seed first because I had to bring Danny to our baby's first birthday 3 weeks ago. Yes. And so I had to bring him. I invited Danny to kind of get to know everyone, and he got so nervous. See that tall guy in the blue jacket? We are all friends with him, okay? Well, let me spray you with water. Go to that corner, hang out with a bunch of event planners, alright? Do your thing, get to know them, alright? Good.
Alright, this is Chris and Danny McCucci.
Wow, you introduced me. Best friends in reality.
Yeah.
But today we're getting married.
We are getting married today.
Love each other so much.
Love so much.
LJDJS, and she asked me, she's like, we need to do a fake wedding. Danny, would you be a fake groom? And originally it was supposed to be a straight wedding, but then she said that would never work. And I'm like, well, obviously. So she told me, and then I was like, oh, I gotta call Chris. This is my best friend.
They called me at like 9 o'clock in the morning. Chris, we need a groom. We need a groom. I'm like, Danny, what are you talking about?
Yeah. So next thing you know is like we're taking engagement photos on the beach and getting fitted for tuxes.
Yeah. Oh, the beach engagement photos were great.
Yeah. The fake wedding came downstairs. Me and my coworker Sarah made was my groomsmen.
So the tuxedos are rented to get the. I had a lot of fortunately a lot of great people help me out with just hooking me up with the florist video. I come with a wedding, but pulling off an engagement, that's I guess a lot more noticeable, but for the most part it's a lot more meaningful for any groom to do, because that's pretty much their day to really do that special planning and to start the whole wedding planning. And but everyone played their role, and I think definitely the drinks helped out a lot, but the father of the groom, that's one of the staff members here.
The mothers even had corsages.
Yes. Yeah, the whole seating arrangements, that's all fake. It was just,
oh my God.
Yeah, the bridal party is my clients. Half of them were my clients. So it was just like, and they came through. The mother and the junior bridesmaid. Yeah. That was yesterday. You don't want to hear the most ironic thing? They used to date years ago.
Oh, there you go. Oh my gosh, we probably rekindled a romance.
Ladies and gentlemen, Danny and Chris will be sharing their first dance, All of Me by John Legend.
I heard him getting emotional behind me, like when the grooms came out, and I was like, "Are you crying? Like, he's that good of a friend? Like, you're..." And I'm like, I've never met this guy. I met him one time actually, and I'm like, "You're like I felt him getting emotional behind me, but he was like excited, so I was like, oh, I thought you were crying."
Pin you down. What's going on in that beautiful mind?
Now, ladies and gentlemen, our grooms are inviting all of our guests onto the dance floor.
So then when we go up, and I'm like just very weirded out, because then he started like getting emotional, and I'm like, I thought it was because like we never get to do stuff by ourselves, like, you know, we have the baby, and then we never even get to go to weddings or anything fun because he's always working. So I thought that he was just getting emotional because of that. No, I didn't. Honey, you didn't tell me all these people were coming.
There's a lot of people here, babe.
I know. I love you, honey. This makes me so
Family, surrounded by our kids. Baby, I love you so much. Baby, tonight, we're surrounded with so many people, and there's a lot of people who are acting, except this moment. Babe, I'm not acting.
Can you do this right here? Hey,
I love you, baby.
right here. Honey, honey, honey.
My foot is all together, and I love you, baby. Makes me the happiest man ever. Will you marry me,
And I still didn't get it. It's still like, he's like, you know, we're surrounded by all of our friends and family, and I just thought you meant like because we knew a lot of people. Well, I guess we knew everybody, but yeah, it was just, I don't know. I didn't think that he was even capable of pulling that off. When I first met him, like everybody knows like the outgoing and like crazy Jack, but when we first met that first day, he was very shy and just like timid, and I saw a different side of him. Like we complement each other. Like I always felt like nobody gets me. Like I'm just like very like strange and awkward, but he like gets me, and I don't know, like that's just, you know, we can be like free in front of each other, and he's a, you know, an awesome dad, and you know, that's like the cool part, because I mean, I know we did things backwards, but just to see him to be in that role, it's just like, you know, I don't know, it just makes it like that much sweeter. Like you're just, you know, it's a beautiful thing.
Now that's how you propose.
But yeah, he gets me, and I think that's the best thing.